thanks so much for joining me. Today I am going to be teaching you about DMC Embroidery Floss and how it is made of 6 separate threads. This can be a little confusing if you're new to embroidery, as many patterns will say you need to work with 3 strands or 4 strands or 2 strands or 6 strands. So I'm going to explain that to you. So here you can see I've pulled a little bit of the floss out of its little tube, and I am beginning to separate it. So as you can see, while I am separating it, it is made up of a total of 6 little strands. So let me pull them apart for you to let you see that exactly. So there you can see, well, they're a little hard to untwist sometimes. But here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This is a normal piece of DMC embroidery floss. So, if you run across a pattern that says, like, let's use the example of, we're going to use 3 strands. So, to split this, we are going to do some simple math, and we're going to split it in half to get our 3 strands. But before we split it, you'll first want to cut it. If you don't cut it first, it just kind of makes your floss a bit messy and tangly potentially. So it's best if you cut it first. And then we're going to split it. So we are splitting DMC embroidery floss. So in my fingers, I'm going to grab 3 strands on each side, because my pattern says stitch with 3 strands. I'm going to begin pulling, but you don't want to pull it like this, or else oftentimes it will get tangled and be a mess. So use your one hand, your right hand, to hold the top 2 separate strands, and then use your left hand to kind of separate it, using your finger to help pull down and separate. So here I am pulling with my right hand and using my left hand to help separate it. And so as you can see, now I have 2 separate strands of 3 threads. This is pretty nice because it also kind of multiplies your thread. It's like magic. Or it saves you money from going and buying more. So here are my 2 threads, and here is my big wind of floss. And this is DMC Embroidery Floss Explained. I hope that's helpful to you, and thank you so much for watching, and of course, happy stitching!